Hey guys, so today we're talking about the Galaxy Buds Plus, Samsung's new and improved wireless headphones. So these are the predecessors of the Galaxy Buds that came out the year prior. Now these are starting at $150 and they're not technically competing, even though they are, because you can still actually purchase these if you are interested, although we're gonna actually see if it's even worth getting at this point, considering these by far are the better option. But the question is, what's new? What exactly did they do that makes this worth $150 and choosing it over the cheaper model? And through that I say, well, they did quite a few things that I think are actually very much worth it, but let's go ahead and take a look. So starting with the design, these look the same as last year's. An oval case, glossy finish, which is a fingerprint magnet, and opening it with a battery indicator on the inside, and that indicator is not only on the inside, but on the outside of the case, and on the back of the case has a USB-C port for charging. These also charge wirelessly, which is a nice touch, and they also fit in that small pocket in your jeans that no one really uses. The buds themselves also have the same look, but this time with two holes on the outside in order to have the outer mics that block out sounds, and there's an additional mic on the inside. These buds offer interchangeable tips and wings, so you are able to get the most comfort for your ear depending on your ear type, which so far has made my experience so much better than regular headphones. Working out in them feel great, and even long duration of listening has not bothered me personally, but of course everyone is going to be different. Pairing it on a Samsung device is a breeze, so all you do is open up the case and you'll see that cool little animation pop up, you connect it, and you're good to go. For other phones, you just go to your Bluetooth settings just as usual, nothing new. When listening to music, you are able to tap on the sides for some action. So we're gonna go down the list here, and one tap gives you a stop, 2 taps skips forward, 3 taps is going back, and holding it opens up whatever voice assistant you have. Sometimes the taps are not perfectly registered, so make sure that your taps are as precise as you can make them, and there is no volume control, which isn't a big deal to me, but I know for some of you it is. Now with changing the tips and the wings, the question is gonna be, how do they sound? And once you get a nice fit in your ear, I will say these sound a lot fuller, they sound a lot richer, and they're definitely not like best in class by any means, but they're definitely very, very well and will be for most people. Oh, and phone calls on this is amazing. Like finally, I'm able to do phone calls. That was actually my biggest complaint with the last pair, because the last pair of phone calls sounded atrocious. I was really upset and even had to carry wired headphones just to make phone calls on my phone because I don't like to hold my phone. So the fact that I can finally do it here, trust me, that's a big game and step up for me. You can go into Samsung's wearable app or the Galaxy Buds app if you are on an iPhone and mess around with the equalizer. There are a few modes, but the biggest one that gave me any noticeable huge difference was the dynamic mode that they offer. It just made the headphones sound louder, more full, more rich. I mean, I don't really know how else to explain it, but it's kind of like they bumped up the volume. So feel free to mess around with the equalizer and let me know down in the comment section if you notice anything that could help me really experience the equalizer more, but for me, it just wasn't cutting it. You can also turn on ambient sound, which personally is something I very much enjoy. This allows you to pick up any outside noises, background voices, whatever you want to call it. And the thing is that you can change the levels of the noise and the amount of the noise that you want to pick up, which is a nice feature as well, considering if you only wanted a little bit as compared to a lot, the option is there. Now, one thing to know is that these do not have active noise cancellation. Now wait, I know for some of you that's gonna be another deal breaker, considering for $150 they should have it, but let me give you some real world experience here and let you know. So like when I'm out skating, or anything like that, I cannot have the volume too high. When I'm out shopping, I learned that I cannot have the volume too high either, because I realized that these block out any outside noise so well to the point that it's kind of scary that I cannot hear anything. There was even a moment once a lady that was literally like 2-3 steps away from me was trying to get my attention, but I could not hear her calling me. Now again, it's not the same as having actual active noise cancellation as opposed to having just a fitted tip that's gonna feel good. But the point is that no matter what, I really think you're gonna experience some really good noise reduction overall, that maybe not having it is gonna be good for you, because it really is for me. So regardless of them not having it, these still do an amazing job. So yeah, keep that in mind. So last but not least, how is the battery life? So I gotta say, Samsung claims 11 hours on just the earbuds themselves, an additional 11 hours with the case, so that's including 22 hours total. And I gotta say by their claims that yeah, this is very good. There was a time where I didn't want to charge these, so I didn't, and I got full days of my regular usage before I had to charge them. So keep that in mind. These can last a very long time depending on how much you push them and how much you use the ambient noise and all that stuff, but overall the battery life is a fantastic and amazing, and I recommend them if you're someone like me who's really a big stickler when it comes to battery life. All right, so after everything is said and done, what do I say? Yes, I say if you're interested in buying these, please do. These are not gonna really fail you in any way, at least unless you're looking for something very specific in your headphones. But I gotta say, for the average user, just as myself, and a lot of you who either commute to work, you're just listening it for school, something to listen to during class, during an Uber ride, these are gonna be more than enough. I know you're gonna be happy with these. And if you're considering getting the older model, just because maybe you can save a couple dollars here, I mean, the way I would say it is you can still get some good battery life on this, but keep in mind the sound is something you're gonna sacrifice, as well as, which is my biggest thing, the phone calls. You cannot make phone calls with these. Just trust me, you don't wanna do that. If you do, go for it, but it's gonna sound bad. So if you're interested in better sounding headphones, and if you wanna make phone calls with them, I would steer away from these. Go with the pluses, they're gonna be good. So thank you guys for watching this. Hopefully I helped you guys make an educated buy here if you're considering getting any one of these two. But if you got anything to say, leave it down in the comment section. If you like this video, a like would be appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. This is CivilSpider Studios. I'm CivilSpider. I don't plan my outros, I just talk. And I'll see you guys in the next one.